Hello, my name is Maureen Davis, and I am the owner and the event planner of MLD Event Planning and Decor LLC. Today, I'm going to make a video of how you can make a cost-effective centerpiece for a client that may be on a budget. These materials I'm about to show you before we get started, I purchased from a variety of places, which are the Dollar Tree, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, or at Walmart, or any other arts and craft place that may be in your town or in your city. So first you're going to need your glue. You can use B7000. If you don't have B7000, you can use B6000 or either Gorilla Glue. Any one of those will work perfectly. This is a permanent glue which may take up 24 to 40 hours to completely set and dry, but once it's dry, it is permanent. And because I'm working with glass and wood on a lot of my projects, I love to use this. Also, always have a glue gun ready and available because sometimes I want to glue my things with this glue and then I put a few dabs of glue gun on it so it can set right away and then have time to cure and permanently dry. Also, you will need for this project this shiny gold or silver or whatever color you want to use depending on your event. It is like a bling diamond wrap. So it took me about 4 or 5 of these to use the project. A lot of times I find these at Dollar Tree, but if not, they're really cheap at like Walmart or Hobby Lobby or Michael's as well. Any flower of your choosing. Bunches and bunches of flowers. For this project, I probably used maybe 10 to 15 bunches of flowers. Any color, any type of flower of your choosing. You also will need kitchen lining. I cut about 2 strips off of this one because this one wasn't as long. You may be able to find some pieces that are longer. Flower foam, you can use any size disc of your choosing. This disc right here is about a 5-inch disc, but you can go as big as 10-inch, however you choose, 8-inch. However big you want your flower setting to be for your end result. For my glasses, I have a little plate, glass plate. Make sure you pull the sticker off. I usually use the goo or either I'll spray bleach spray on it. Bleach spray works really, really quick and let it soak and it peels right off. Sometimes alcohol too. I use 3 of these. These can be found at any arts and crafts supply place, Dollar Tree, just like I named those places earlier. 1 of these to go on top. I went ahead and I started building my tower because how long it takes to dry. And in order for me to show you in the video a finished product faster, I had to kind of start it. So this is what I have so far. I have the plate here. I have the 3 glasses, and I already glued around the glitter wrapping in gold, and then I've already glued my disc on top. Because I'm placing a glass, and glass you can see through, I spray painted my top gold. So when I sit my glass on top, you're not seeing white foam. So you can do that, or you can put, I've done in past projects, I've put it glitter paper, or I've put wallpaper, anything of your choosing. So my next step after building this, because this took 48 hours for me to build because I glued each section and allowed it to dry 12 hours, then did a next section and a next section. So my next step is I've already pre-cut these strips here. I did 2 because it needs to be able to wrap around this because I'm going to wrap all the way around, leaving some of the bling exposed. So it will wrap. I only have 1 hand. I gotta find my tripod. It's gonna wrap around just so with the flowers on it. You will love the end result. So my next step is I've already taken some of my flowers and I've already cut them off of the bunches, some of them, just so I can show you how to get started. And I'm going to take the wire. Oh, I forgot to tell you, you also need wire cutters and you also need scissors. Yeah, I know this kid's scissors, my real adult scissors keep disappearing around here. But I like to cut the stem all the way off because we're going to be gluing these flat on top of this. So I'm going to take my glue gun and I'm going to put a little glue. The reason why I'm using a glue gun for this and not the permanent glue, because I use the permanent glue to glue the glass pieces together. But the glue gun I'm using to glue on his because I want to be able to reuse this centerpiece and I want to be able to pull the flowers off easily and maybe use another color flower for another event. Because in order to truly make money, you gotta sometimes use cost-effective saving ideas. So far I have one flower on. So I'm going to glue the next flower on. Get my glue gun. I love this glue gun because the cord is plugged up. I got this one from Michael's. The cord is plugged up in the wall, but I can take this off. And it'll stay hot for maybe like 5 minutes, and I can glue some things and stick it back on for it to continue heating. So I really like this glue gun a lot. It uses a lot of glue sticks. So I'm gluing my next flower on, and I'm just gonna continue this until the entire thing is full of flowers. So right here, I'm going to pause the video while I finish gluing all the flowers on. And I want you to do the same thing too. Okay, I'm back. I think that took like 15 minutes of me burning my fingers. But now I have 2 strips of these. That's because of how tall my tower is. So I'm going to, let me lay this down. One of my flowers fell off. Let me put it back on. That was that last one. I was down to my last little glue stick trying to stretch it. Okay, so because I have to hold the camera in one hand and glue it one hand, so this might be difficult to see. So I'll probably have to like start it and then pause and finish it so you can see the end result. But what I'm going to do is I am going to take my glue gun and start and glue the first set of flowers right here. And then I'm going to go circle around it. So let me do part 1 of it, pause it, and then I'm going to come back. Okay, I got the top flower glued to the very tip top of the bling. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue wrapping it around. And as I wrap around, I'm going to glue it. I probably make it a little bit tighter and closer so some of the bling is shown. But I'll be back when I get some of it glued to show you. Okay, I have it glued around. So what I'm going to do now is, you see I have spots that are showing for the cabinet liner, kitchen liner is showing. I'm going to go in and glue some flowers to fill in that space so it looks much fuller. I will be right back. Sorry I'm taking so long. Some of my rose petals are not cooperating with me because sometimes when you buy them in the store, they stay crunched up so long that they kind of wrinkle and don't want to move the way you want to do. But what you could do is just take a dab of glue from the glue gun, and you could just press it down and then they'll lay down more flat and you can manipulate them how you want to manipulate them. So that's what's taking me so long. So I'll be back. Okay, finally I've gotten all my flowers together. So if you was to turn it around, It's supposed to cascade, going down in a circular motion. I wish I would have kind of tightened it right in here, but it's okay. Once I put my flowers up top, it'll make it. Once I realized that I was too late in gluing it down, but I tightened it up as I got to the base, which I think it might look better anyway because there won't be any other flowers at the bottom. It will be whatever embellishments is on the table surrounding it, and it will be fuller flowers on the top. Okay, you could do one or two things depending on your budget, because flowers cost a lot. You could start putting flowers in here and just put your vase in the middle like this. Or you could put flowers going around and you can make a flower ball. When I finish putting the flowers around, I will show you what the flower ball I'm talking about. They come in small as 5-inch and as big as 10 or 12-inch, depending on how big and round you want them to do. It depends on the client's budget. If I have a client with a hefty budget, I do the large flower balls because sometimes it takes over 100 flowers to do one flower ball. So this is a more inexpensive way because you only have this section going around to fill in flowers, and then you can glue your glass on top, or you could just sit it on top if you don't want to make it permanent. Put some water in it, water beads in it, put a floating candle in it, or if you have the submersible LED candles where it's battery operated and you can put it in here and it's waterproof, you can put those in it. So I'm going to pause right here and I'm going to start adding flowers. I'm going to use a variety of flowers. I'll use a few of these, but I'm probably going to add some roses in it and some baby breaths just to make it look more fuller for my client. I forgot to mention, these you do not need to glue down with your glue gun or any type of glue. When you cut them off of the bush, you cut about 1 inch or 2, leaving the stem out, and it will go right, push hard, and it will go right into the foam. I'm holding the foam, so I can't really show you how to, because I'm right-handed, and I'm doing this with my left hand, but it'll push right in there. And then you can fluff it and move it around. These flowers here, that's what took me so long to glue gun this down because they're kind of stubborn. I love these flowers because I like the yellow gold in the middle and it goes well with this, but they're really hard to work with. So that's the reason why I'm going to put in mix in some other flowers with it, some roses, some baby breaths, so I don't have to try to glue this down with a glue gun or anything. I could just keep pressing on it. I suggest, like, prior to using these flowers, maybe smash them down with something. I haven't tried ironing. Maybe I'll try ironing them on the next project, but I'll be right back. Alrighty, here you have the finished product. I just put some gold table runners around it just so you can kind of imagine how it will look on the table. Black would look good, white would look good, whatever your color. But this is the finished product. I took the glass and I put it on top the vase. I put some water in it and I put a floating candle. You could put water beads in it. You could put anything of your choice. But when the light's out in the room, it makes it look really nice and kind of intimate. But that's it. Like or share my video and spread the word and ask people to book me. I am Maureen Davis, and this is MLD Event Planning and Decor LLC. I have Facebook, I have TikTok, I have Instagram if you want to check me out.